the release of the full report. The American people are entitled to a full accounting of the President's misconduct referenced by the special counsel. Third, the Attorney General's comments make it clear that Congress must step in to get the truth and provide full transparency to the American people. The President has not been exonerated by the special counsel, yet the Attorney General has decided not to go further or apparently to share those findings with the public. We cannot simply rely on what may be a hasty, partisan interpretation of the facts.
The president's supporters insist he's owed an apology by those who questioned his ties to Russia. Democrats must now decide how much further to investigate, given that the president's interpretation is currently carrying the day with his supporters. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
FSN is an independent source of news for TV, radio and digital networks worldwide. You can find more of our minute-by-minute updates on Twitter. Follow us there at Feature Story. And we have a wealth of audio and video stories from our global news bureaus on Facebook. You can find us there by following Feature Story News. Stay tuned for further updates right here, but for now that is the latest Feature Story News. Ollie Barrett reporting.
You're listening to Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7
KCHW. Tooele.
This is financial advisor Ryan Moore of Edward Jones bringing you the daily financial market report for March the 26th. U.S. stocks rose today with the energy sector pacing the market's advance. In corporate news, spice maker McCormick reported quarterly earnings above analyst estimates. In economic news, data for housing starts and consumer confidence were below expectations. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 141 to 25,658. S&P 500 up 20 to 2,818. NASDAQ up 54 to 7,692. 30-year Treasury yield closed at 2.87% and the 10-year at 2.42%. Spot price of gold up 12 cents to $1,315.81. Crude oil up $1.23 to $60.05. This is financial advisor Ryan Moore of Edward Jones, member SIPC, located in Deer Park, Washington, reporting for KCHW, Northern Lights Public Radio.
This is the part where the tension mounts. Okay. We usually whisper here.
Okay.
And like talk about in-house stuff so people don't know what's going on.
Like you're on the air now?
Yeah, like for pretend. And then I yell at the end. Good morning! It's KCHW 102.7. This morning, a little treat for us. It's Scott and Daisy to take you through the morning. Good morning, Daisy.
Hey, good morning, Scott.
Right.
And good morning, Tooele.
Good morning, Tooele. All right, so you've been on the air a couple times now. Daisy's one of our newest volunteers. We have Angelique, too, but she's behind the scenes. And then Philip, who's doing an indie show. And your little Daisy Oz, right?
Oh, yes, that's
yes.
my pretend
So
name.
which one of the Oz people are you closely related to? Would that be the wizard or the witches?
Oh, definitely the witch. The north,
One from the north?
The good witch of the north. How's that?
Okay. I'm most closely related to the flying monkeys. Have you seen me?
Yeah, that suits you, Scott.
I thought so, yeah. All right, let's start off this morning with some flying monkeys and a little weather. Then we get some big news for Mooch Money Madness. Today, though, mostly cloudy skies, 57 and 38, 10% chance of rain today. Tomorrow we'll have afternoon showers, 50 and 35. AM showers for Friday, 57 and 35. Looks like we're not even going to get down to hitting freezing temperatures. So I know you're depressed that winter's over, aren't you?
Oh, I am.
No.
I
All
am,
right, Mr.
But
Mike
I embrace
Vance.
everything.
All right.
You have to.
All right, we have Friday, 57 and 35. I think I said 40% chance of rain. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday, 59 and 36, 20% chance. And then on Sunday, right now, they're saying afternoon showers, 58 and 37, 40% chance of rain. We're just going to stay wet for maybe after today. It looks like the rain's going to start and stay with us for at least 4 days.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, we need it.
Sorry. All right. All right, Mr. Mike Bant's in the studio, and we'll find out when he sits down because he texted me yesterday, and I couldn't read it. I had no idea what was going on. All right, let's move on. Daisy, you have breakfast and lunch for the kids, right?
I do. For March 27th, we have for breakfast a cheese omelet, variety of cereal, fresh fruit juice, and milk of choice.
All right.
And for lunch, we've got corn dog nuggets, whole wheat corn dog, baked beans, salad, fresh veggies, carrots, fresh fruit, and milk of choice.
Yeah, we thought corn dogs was enough, but now they have corn dog nuggets.
Corn dog nuggets and whole wheat corn dog.
Oh, what's that taste like? All right, Southwest 737 Max, another 737 Max had to make an emergency landing, this time in Orlando, as I try to put words together. Emergency Lando. I like that. But in Orlando, 737 Max. And then you said there was another plane that had to make an emergency landing and Keanu Reeves was on it?
Yeah. Keanu Reeves helped land a plane. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Keanu Reeves helps out during a stressful travel situation the other day when a flight bound for Los Angeles made an emergency landing in Bakersfield, California. The passengers had been on a commercial flight from San Francisco, but the plane made an unexpected stop at a closed airport and left passengers to find another way to L.A. Reeves helped airline officials organize a ride to L.A. and then made the best of the 2-hour journey by being friendly, answering questions about upcoming movies, and playing some music. There you go.
That's funny. What's really funny about that story is they didn't mention it, but he actually appeared out of someone's cell phone. Like The Matrix, you know, he just kind of showed up, showed up and saved everybody.
Oh, one of my favorite movies.
All right. Yeah, cool. All right, and then Trump excited today. I guess he got his border money yesterday.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, very excited. All right. After
no comment.
Kind of riding. You're not at four walls, are you?
I'm not. No, I'm not for separation. I'm for unity.
Yeah. He is excited about that, and I think it kind of on the road of him, the Mueller report coming out positively for him so far. That I don't know if people just kind of like let's give him another little boost and let him go. I don't know. But there you go. Sit down, Mr. Bantz. Join the show. You're just going to stand there behind me and freak me out?
I guess I'd like to see that money going to other places and communities that where we need it.
You can move that code over there if you want to.
You know,
yes. Yes.
Okay. Like maybe boosting everybody's bank account,
Yeah.
That would be great.
Wouldn't that be
Erasing
nice?
some debt, things like that.
Well, see, it would kind
of...
of...
for the people stuff.
I was thinking if they gave, if they split all the money we spend on war... Yeah. And then just gave it to the people, we'd all be millionaires. And what kind of problems would that cause? That'd be fun to figure out.
Yeah, we could go get a transmitter like nothing.
Yeah. We could get 3 and never have to worry about it again. Because remember what I was saying yesterday?
Manager,
1 is none, 2 is 1.
Executive director,
yes,
etc.
Yes.
We'd have a party.
We'll even find a job for Mike.
Yes, all right. Beyond retirement.
All right. So you are a little early today. What's going on? Did you have you just wanted to show up and hang out here because it's so much fun? Yeah. So what's the deal? You just wanted to get here and get on the radio, or was this part of your text yesterday that said, "Hey Scott, I'm coming in early"?
No.
Okay.
Whoa. Can you?
A little too loud for you?
That's right. I can't hear, but now I really can't hear.
All right. Well, it gets quiet on this side, so they're difficult.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
No, just a beautiful morning out there this morning, and
thought you'd come crash the show, huh?
Yeah,
because it is the only thing cool going on in the morning in Chewila, isn't it? Besides coffee.
Besides coffee.
And coffee is very cool.
And we have a couple cool coffee shops.
Yes, we have more than a couple coffee shops around here.
Yeah, per capita. Yeah. We have plenty.
Yeah, sometimes I say that as a joke. You know what Chewila needs? One more coffee shop. Another place to get coffee. I thought about putting in an espresso, machine right here in the station, but I didn't want to get too competitive. So.
Well, it might be a good fundraiser.
Yeah. All right. For Bits and Breaks today, I have odd food superstitions. All right. You're kind of a foodie. You know a lot about food, Daisy, and what's healthy to eat and what's not, right?
I like to. I like to think I do.
All right. Hollow bread. It was once and perhaps still a superstition that if you found a hole in a loaf of bread you cut, it symbolized a coffin. It meant that someone was soon to die.
So
where
if you
does
get one
this
of
come
those
from?
bread bowls,
don't eat out of a bread bowl. That's a big hole. All right. Yeah, it says if a person found a loaf in this state, there would be days of discussion to guess who it might be that would get stricken down.
What is stricken down?
That's like, I guess the Grim Reaper comes to take you.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Eggshells. It was once a superstition that if you did not crush the ends of an eggshell after eating it, it would gather the shells and use them to craft a boat that then they could sail to use out to sea and raise storms. That seems a little far-fetched.
Wow.
This is a very ancient superstition which seems to originate in the 1580s. If you shattered the end of the shell, it would create enough holes to make it useless as a boat.
Wow. Beyond.
Salt. We all know the superstition surrounding the spilling of salt, but here's a slightly more unusual one. It used to be considered bad if you helped another person to the salt.
And then what? What happened?
I don't know. There was even a little phrase that evolved from the superstition, help to salt, help to sorry.
Oh, my. Yeah, sprinkle some salt on somebody.
Right. Tea rituals. We've heard about tea leaves and stuff. It used to be considered bad luck for two people to pour tea from the same pot. In addition, if you left the lid off the teapot while brewing tea, it was meant to mean that that a stranger would soon visit. Kind of like, I guess, the broom falling over means you're going to have company.
Could be a good stranger.
Really? Oh, my mystery date.
Hey,
He's here.
my suitcase has arrived from the sky.
All right. Eggy luck. In many parts of Europe, farmers would take a fresh egg into the fields in hopes that it would bring a good, healthy crop. Right. A special note here for all kids. All right, kids that grew up on this. I have a feeling you're a Lucky Charms kind of kid.
Me?
Yeah. Have you ever eaten any Lucky Charms?
No, I never have, actually.
Really?
No.
Really? They're magically delicious.
Are they really?
Yes.
I don't
Little
know.
marshmallows.
Yeah, but it's green and red. And
But it comes with a pot of gold.
it does.
Yes. All
Well, I
right.
should be eating them.
Lucky Charms turned 55. 3 quick facts. In 1964, John Houlihan, a vice president developer at General Mills, took Cheerios, added Brock's Circus Peanuts candy, and then poured in some milk. That gave him the idea, I guess. Lucky Charms were the first ever cereal to include marshmallows. Yeah, because we know marshmallows are super healthy.
All right.
The freeze-dried marshmallow bits that put charm in Lucky Charms are referred to in the cereal biz as marbits. Marbits. 48% of all Lucky Charms consumed are enjoyed by those 18 and over. That's why I expected you.
Don't look at me.
Don't be showing up without any Lucky Charms. Adult fans of Lucky Charms tend to wax nostalgic about their favorite breakfast cereal.
Oh.
I always thought, the marshmallows were good, but the rest of the cereal, pretty disgusting. Yeah.
So
I
you
was the other
separated
way
it out?
around.
You didn't want to eat the you wanted to eat the cereal. I want the grainy stuff. Don't give me any of that
The other stuff was so
sugar.
pretty, It's just like...
All right, this is for Mike up at the golf course.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
April Fool's Day pranks that won't get Mike fired.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Change the air in your tires. Remind listeners that it's time to change out the air in their tires from winter air to summer air.
Not to the middle of April.
No more sign punctuation. The city will save $52,000 a year by omitting all punctuation from
my
our
goodness.
street signs.
Wow.
I'm going to save these for next week because that one's pretty good. All right. Remind people to visit your website to register their name, address, and social security number because you get to claim them as dependents on your tax.
Create a landing page.
That's pretty good. I like that. Create a landing page, e.g. wxyz.com/taxes with an April Fool's graphic. All right. Cheweel will vote on a resolution to ban naked garden gnomes.
Oh, darn it. Damn.
All right.
like
Let's
that
see. Nacho cheese corn. Every season, farmers plant a different flavor of corn depending on what the chip manufacturers need. This spring, farmers are planting nacho cheese corn.
Cheese corn.
Wow. Genetically modified corn. Again.
Yes.
Nacho cheese flavor. Oh, great.
Chicken fingers. The new law goes into effect today. U.S. government says chicken fingers must now be in the shape of real fingers.
Ouch. What kind of programming is that? Ouch.
I'm just going to say eat the middle one first.
Is that
I'm not going to say it.
Harmless.
Finger
April-
licking good?
All right, harmless April Fool's pranks for kids. BuzzFeed has some fun ideas for parents. This is where we stole it from. April Fool's Day, don't forget, is Monday. Super glue a pizza box closed. Ooh.
No, I love pizza. Don't do it.
Sounds like a diet strategy to me.
Then keep a straight face as the kids trying to open the box.
And then film it.
Yes.
You know.
Put jelly beans in your ice dispenser. Ooh.
What does that do? Colored ice?
Colored ice.
Serve your kid a glass of Kool-Aid or juice that's really Jell-O.
Oh,
Say, I froze
like it doesn't move or
Yeah.
something. They're trying to drink it.
Surprise your kid with a big box of their favorite fast food, then really surprise them by filling it up with vegetables.
There you go. That's a good one.
Tell your kids you made cake pops and then try to hide your smile as they crunch into a chocolate-covered Brussels sprout. Switch the bags inside 2 boxes of cereals and then watch your kids pour a bowl and realize that their sugary cereal has been turned into boring old bran flakes. I think grape nuts would be better. Have your kids plant some donut seeds in the yard the night before April Fool's. Oh, yeah, and then bring them out in the morning and with some real donuts where they put the seeds.
Where they
That's
put the
pretty
seeds.
good. You could really fool a kid for years making them think that donuts grow out of the ground. Replace your kid's photo on the wall with a photo of Steve Buscemi or anyone else that's kind of homely.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Yeah,
He
he's
a
a good
character
actor.
actor.
Really
Oh
good
my
actor.
gosh,
Yeah.
he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
And you can't help giggle when you look at him too. His whole face just lends
Yeah.
to giggling. I don't know what it is about the guy, but he can make you laugh. All right, I think I have one of those faces, maybe.
No.
All right, I had one I played on my kids, and I think I've one of my favorites, anyways, because I used to prank my kids all the time. Not cruelly like that couple on YouTube that got arrested for pranking their kids too much. I don't know if you heard about it, but they were putting all these horrible pranks they did to their kids. I mean, like mean ones to make them cry and stuff. And then they would YouTube it and post it. And the state they live in, they came and took their kids. It's like you shouldn't have. That was a bad idea.
That's right.
All right. And they were getting rich off it too. So yeah.
Oh.
All right, but anyways, I would do things. One of the easiest ones you can do is take a rubber band, a really tight one, and you put it over the gun at the sink on the handle so that it's always on, right? And then you aim it forward, and then you say to your sweet, loving daughter, would you get Daddy a glass of water? All right? And then she takes off for the kitchen. You quietly get up out of your recliner and grab the video camera and start following them. About 10 paces. And the expression is priceless because the kid, when the water first hits them, their first reaction is to think they broke something and they're going to get in trouble. So it just makes for a really cute video.
Well, then I could see them try and put their hand over it.
Mine just kind of threw up her hands and stared at it for a few seconds. It drilled her. It was pretty hilarious. Like, what's going on? Because it takes you by surprise. You think the plumbing busted or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to rain on your party. My dad didn't let us play jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's a certain point he said, no more jokes in the house.
Really?
Yeah, he said
Aw.
because we kept doing, just joking, and then...
It was getting on hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he said no more, so we didn't celebrate.
See, I was pretty much the only one that did it because the kids were afraid if they pranked Dad, he'd try to one-up them or something.
Right.
So they just kind of, and it wasn't a constant thing. It was just every now and then. I just had an idea. Had to follow it through. Anyway, I got 2 people for trivia. This will be fun.
Oh.
Okay. Don't look at it.
Oh, I can't
Don't look at
Don't
it.
look at it.
Oh.
You can't know the
Daisy
answer.
can look at it.
She's not supposed to be looking at it either.
Oh,
I told her.
okay.
All right,
I told her not to go past fun and games. All right. Trivia question. On the average day in the U.S., 295 women and only 105 men do. I better give you a hint. You'll never guess it.
Yeah.
Do this plastic surgery. So, on an average day, 295 women and 105 men will have this plastic surgery.
Botox.
Oh, that number
Any guess?
way higher.
The number be way higher.
This plastic.
Buns.
Buns. My butt looks
Nose.
big in these jeans. You get a guess?
Nose.
Nose. And nose is it. Good job. The nose. And I could say like a really cheesy joke like Mike sniffed that one out. All right.
You're going to win all these, I know.
No,
You have to-
no.
Right now you have to pick the lie. All right.
It's a lot.
Ice is a food like any food. It can't it can go bad. Ice is a food like any food. It can go bad. Next
True.
one. No, you know, wait. Cattle brand in the United States did not originate in the West, but in Connecticut in the mid-19th century. Or, Florida has the highest percentage of cremations of all other U.S. states.
True.
So, which one is the lie? Ice is a food? You saying that's the lie? Ice is a food?
I'm saying that's a lie.
I'm going to say the cattle brands.
You're going to say the cattle brands
Oh.
is a lie? And what did you go with, Daisy? Which one's the lie?
The ice.
The ice. And you're both wrong.
Well,
Yeah, the lie was Florida has the highest percentage of cremations of all other states. It's actually Hawaii, which really surprises me.
yeah.
Well, it's
Because
small. You think about the state and the population
That's
and
what I
the
did,
room.
yeah.
I
You
thought
know,
that
the
one was actually true.
migration to Florida.
Yeah, you were thinking of all the
Yeah.
old people in
Yeah,
Florida.
exactly.
That was the
Yeah.
that was the trick.
And you know they're not old. They're chronologically advantaged.
So I got off the airplane.
They're the wise ones of the community.
They're the wise ones in the community.
That's right.
I got off the airplane. It's the first time I've ever been to Florida. It's February. I left Loon Lake with 3 feet of snow in my yard. Get off the airplane in Florida. Come out the front doors of the airport, and you can smell the ocean and everything. And I'm like, and I'm taking it all in. And this couple girls come out, young girls, right beside me, and they go, "Oh, Florida, it stinks. It smells like old people." And I'm like, "You just ruined my buzz. Thanks."
That's mold.
All right, so ice is a food like any other food. It can go bad. True statement. You ever
True.
had a nasty ice cube?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can ruin your whole cocktail, can't it, Mike?
That's right. Unfortunately, too many of them.
And cattle branding, that I was really surprised. Mid-19th century. Huh?
Right.
You think it would have been before that.
Huh.
Now we like staple their ears or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, put the little tags in.
All right, let's see. It says to conference a couple of listeners, but I'm going to pretend it's you guys, okay? And we're going to play The Price is Right.
Okay.
And you have to guess, okay? The item that I have for sale for you is the human hamster ball. Travel over virtually any terrain just like your pet rodent in the human hamster ball. This is for you especially, Mike. I can see you doing this as a fundraiser for KCHW.
Okay.
Built from a reinforced translucent material, the hamster ball lets you roll around safely inside of a bubble that provides a breathtaking view of the nauseating world around you. What is the price of a human hamster ball?
Well,
Daisy.
Oh, no. A human hamster ball?
Oh, yeah.
$1,233.
$1,233. All right, Mike, price of a human hamster ball?
$8.99.
$8.99. Daisy wins. Actual price of the human hamster ball? $1,500.
So you get one.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen
That's $300
Yes.
off.
I've actually seen those. Yeah.
I was up in Kettle Falls last summer, and they had one at the fair
Right.
that they do, late summer, and there were people rolling around in it.
Roll around in it.
Oh, that'd make me really nauseous. All right, so Mike, give us a little tease what you want to go over with today. What are we doing?
A variety of things. I think the Home and Garden Show, recap on that. And there are some of the events that are happening, coming up near term and long term as far as what the Chamber is concerned. The Creative District, maybe just a little quick update on that, since it's only been 2 weeks as far as that goes. Golf course opening, we're
Oh, yeah.
we're kind of getting there, but of course they still have a foot of snow on the ground in a lot of places.
All right.
And then I brought you some mooch dollars.
No
So,
way.
yeah,
Excellent. So how much? Let's roll that out before we go. How much is in there? Did you sell all your 20 tickets?
I did.
So there's $100 in there.
That's right.
All right. I know Diane Evans called me. She's got $100 in tickets to
Right.
turn in. I've got $500 already turned in the safe, and I've got people with tickets on them that need to get turned in. So I'm going to go out and say that right now the raffle is up to $800.
Really?
And I'm going to
Fantastic.
say with 3 weeks left, we just might make our
$5,000
goal of
goal.
$5,000
Yep.
and make somebody in Chewego $2,500
Yeah.
richer.
Yeah.
So you want to get your hands on some tickets. Mr. Benz has them when he's up at the golf course because I'll set him up with some more. All right. You got Diane Evans. You've got DJs. You've got board members. And then 2 of our Radio Guild member businesses here downtown are hosting tickets too. And that would be the Chewego Independent Mailboxes More on the south side of town. And then right downtown at Valley Drug Dog, you can get tickets to those locations too. And me and Angelique are going to go out probably after 12 and refill up all those places with tickets and make sure they're good to go. So rush out and buy your Mooch Money Madness tickets, because now you know it's already up to $800.
Yes, and you can win.
That's right.
You can win.
And any
Don't
day
miss
now
your
they're going to
chance.
say, would you send us the money to send your transmitter
Get your
home? And I want to
tickets
say,
now.
okay.
Yeah, the hostage.
Yeah, they're going to hold it hostage. You know, they haven't sent a note, and I haven't called, and I'm just they've been really nice, and since they know we're a nonprofit and a little public radio station, I almost have a weird feeling, since they haven't called me
It'll
and I
just
haven't
show
called
up.
them, that they're just going to mail it back
Yeah,
to
well,
us.
I've
So
always believed
I'm crossing my fingers.
good things happen to good people.
There you go. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Good policy.
And this
Think
building,
positive.
this building is full of so many good people
Right.
that give each and every day of their time for free for the whole community.
Right.
So,
Oh, absolutely.
so,
Yeah.
so that's
And an
got
awesome
that's
team.
got to build a giant sphere of goodwill and positivity, right?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Righto.
All right, we're going to be
Yeah.
back with Mr. Mike Benson. Basically, he's got a chamber update that's going to cover the city. All right. We're going to roll into some music right here, one of my favorite Swedish House Mafia. Don't worry, baby. It's KCHW 102.7.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes.